Hey everybody, welcome back to the Music for Days podcast. I'm Suudu, and join me as I connect with all the musical artists here from the Chennai scene. And today, we have Ankith Gupta.
Hi,
Hey
bro.
Ankith.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, bro. How are you doing today?
Doing good, bro. Been chilling.
That's great,
Yeah.
man. Welcome to Music for Days. We're
Thank you
here
so much
pretty
for
much.
having me, bro.
Of course, bro. We're so happy to have you on today. We pretty much try to dive into each and every artist in the city, let that be a producer, rapper, singer, you name it. We want to get into them and try to understand what their art is about primarily. Obviously try to understand who they are, and yeah, that's pretty much Music for Days. Now,
Nice, bro.
could you tell us a little bit about yourself, Ankit?
So, at the moment, I'm in my third year, right? So, music I started doing since I was the age of 12. So, my dad got this iPad Mini, and that time he was using it for work. And then, any Logic user or any music person knows there's something called GarageBand.
Of course.
And then that's the same time around when Lil Wayne dropped his song called Lollipop. So yeah.
So you got your iPad like correctly at the time.
In a similar time frame. I love that song so much, and I didn't know what sampling was or what anything was, and I didn't realize the main melody in that song was a sample. So I tried recreating that song on the GarageBand, and it was bad. It was really bad. But that was my first step towards making something, as in doing something by myself. So while making Lollipop, it ended up turning something different. It was an entire song by itself. I was like, okay, nice, we can do something. And then as it went, I got a laptop, and then we cracked FL Studio, because that's how everyone starts. Like, we don't have money, we start cracking and getting softwares. And then I started producing, and then down the lockdown, I connected with a bunch of artists, and then that's when I started dropping music and making it set properly.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's go, bro. So you started around the age of 12.
Yeah, age of 12.
And it's been what, like nearly like some
8 years.
8 years. 8 years. That's amazing, bro. That's amazing. Now, what made you go like, you know what? I'm like the 12-year-old in you. What made the 12-year-old in you go like, I'm gonna go with music more than anything else? Was it Lil Wayne? Just solely Lil Wayne and the song Lollipop, or was it like other factors too?
To be honest, right? So when growing up in an Indian household, the amount of English music heard is rare.
Very rare.
So when I used to go to school, like when there was the whole concept of CDs in cars, that time my dad used to play Boney M and all Eagles and everything. So that was completely different. And then at home you see there's A.R. Rahman, Ilayaraja, and all completely other different music happening from like Tamil music songs. Then you have your weddings where they have live music. It's completely different. So when I heard Lil Wayne, right, I was like, okay, this is something which I haven't heard. It's like, even now if you hear a new Lil Wayne song, right, it's like, okay, this is something crazy. And imagine a time where you only heard different songs apart from unique songs, and you hear this Lollipop. That's like a trip. It's like amazing.
It's like so
then I realized, if I'm able to do something, like I made a beat in the name of trying to make that song, but it didn't work out. It is a different song. I was like, okay, if I'm able to do something in a similar type or genre, I didn't know what genres was that time. It's a similar style, but technically what I did was like house pop, R&B mix instead of trap, like what he did. But it's again a beat. So then I realized, okay, we can do something unique. And then it went, and just kept doing stuff. And then I got my Instagram account, and then I connected with the artists. I was like, you know what, we'll make our own music. We'll make something unique. And then that's how it started.
Oh man,
So,
that's perfect, bro. That's perfect. That's amazing to hear. Because like you said, like when you're in an Indian household, like primarily, I mean, they have no reason to listen to Western.
Exactly.
Things. Us being in our generation, all like the most of us are attracted to that thing, and like when especially at that time too, when Lil Wayne dropped Lollipop, he changed the game. And,
exactly.
That's like such a perfect timing for you to even get into music. So
100%.
I'm really happy you went through
100%.
that. Man. Seriously. So now let's talk about your let's talk about your biggest album, Time Machine. Stream it, you guys. So for Time Machine, now I've noticed that in your album Time Machine, which is your biggest album till date, there are so many features. Like, what made you take on a project this big, of this scale? What drove you into taking a project like that?
So the first thing is I always want to do something unique. So my bigger project before Time Machine was a single called 7,500, which I bagged a Guinness World Record for that song. So it has multiple languages, and that's when I liked working with multiple people, because for Time Machine it's 51 artists. For the Guinness song it's completely different. So
excuse me, wait. Did you just say 51?
Yeah.
50, bro. That is insane, bro. Oh my god. Like, that must have been such a crazy process to put it out there, just 51 artists. But yeah, please continue.
So when I worked with 7,500, I saw different styles of artists. Like when I was working with it, I see other artists also in India. They're like, damn, I could have used him, but the song was already in a complete different track. So that's when I started having database. Okay, this guy's good, this guy's good, because I was working in different countries at that point. And the 8 countries I was working with on that song alone. And then I noted on almost 450 artists on a Google Sheet database. all from India, majoritarily. And then I have another sheet which has producers from different countries and different places like London, US, and everything. So then I was like, why not do something different? Then I always loved sampling. Because again, Lil Wayne was my inspiration. He samples a lot. And then Time Machine, I was like, why sample something like gospel, like what Kanye does? Do something different. I was like, let's sample Indian movies. Because the samples in there are gold.
Very, very rich.
They're like rich. So I was like, okay, let's do genres. So Time Machine has 14 different genres of different samples from different movies. Each song is based on a movie sample, fully ripped and sampled. And then I was like, okay, let's do this. But I don't want to do like 20 artists, 30 artists. I want to do something crazy. I want more flavor. More flavor, the more better. So I collabed with the Ahmedabad hip hop scene, Bombay hip hop scene, Gujarat hip hop scene. I almost collabed with Karnataka hip hop scene. Like everyone there at this entire song, and we made this happen. So even in Tamil artists, like I had Senthura and Egan in one song, which was like a combo which people like separate. No one has heard that together before. I got that together, and I got Gravity from Mumbai and another artist called CIE from Ahmedabad. Wow. And Gravity right now, he just finished his MTV hustle and he's up there. And then I started working with these artists right before they blew or became famous. For me, it's more than being famous. The song's good, their art's good, their works are good. That's why I wanted to work with these many artists. And to be honest, I didn't have a goal I want to work with this many artists. It just at the end when I took the con, I was like, oh wow, it's 51 artists.
You found out that there's a huge opportunity here, and you just
exactly, I capitalized it completely.
That's perfect, man. I really want to appreciate the fact that like also when you take a look at Time Machine, obviously you collaborated with different scenes, but you made sure that unique Indian sound is still present. You know? I heard it when I was listening to Time Machine. I could generally hear it in the samples. Like you made it a point that you know what, Indian hip hop has to be put up front.
Exactly.
So I really appreciate that, being an Indian myself. So yeah, that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Now, you know, I also, now that you brought up your Guinness World Record, right? Obviously, you know, that's another thing. It's huge congrats and huge respects for. So like you mentioned, you got 14 different languages going on there in one single hip hop track, right? What was some of your like the biggest challenges you had to deal with?
So my main challenge was, see, me being a Telugu household who speaks Tamil because we're in Tamil Nadu. And I know basic Hindi because I'm in school and we speak English in general. That's a different set of languages. But when it's coming to international and other languages, I'm not understanding anything they're saying. So I need to ensure the lyrics are spoken well, no disrespect to anyone or anything, right? So they have to go flawlessly. So at that point, I had to get a proper person who's like a professional in different languages. I had to get each language ripped through, each and every lyric checked. It was more like, even I got a census certificate for that song, like what movies get, just to ensure everything is fine. And then I had to alter it completely. Because for me, the main challenge was the song has to be neat and it should be powerful, because the whole concept of music has no language.
Right.
So anyone can listen, like even you listen to it. If anyone listens to it, they'll be like, okay, this is unique, I like this. And they'll be like, yeah bro, that's Arabic, you can check this artist out. It is more like at this point, many artists are like working together and I'm spreading their names, I'm spreading my name. It's good, like, you know, cross-country collaboration.
Of course, of course. So that was your biggest challenge, was that like how to make sure there's no disrespect. Because obviously you're trying to bring in more people. More people also means more problems. So, all right, man, that's good to know. That's really good to know. And like, as far as, okay, now you're talking about, you know, I just asked you about the most challenging part of the process. What is your favorite part of the process? Like when you took on this project of like 14 different languages to do.
So my favorite part of the process was like, I liked working with so many artists. That's where my craze of working with multiple artists started. I was like, okay, this is fun. Like usually I've worked with 3-4 artists in one song. This is like so many. I have a different engineer.
Like you're yet to know whether it will work out or not. That level of questioning.
For me, it's more than not working on it. It was a fun process. Like it was exactly the lockdown period. Like you're just completely stressed because you don't know what's going to happen to your school. You know what's going to happen to you. Like you see people like getting sick every day. At the same time, I was like, we have to do something cool. Then I was like, let's do this. And then I started this. And the main reason it's called 7,500 is I spent 7,500 hours making this song.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
7,500 hours on one song?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. That's, wow, man. That's incredible, man. Huge respect,
Thanks
honestly.
so much.
Wow. That's, okay, now let's get into a little bit more of a fun segment. Now, we're going to deal with a rapid fire, but artists edition. You're going to have to pick between the both of them, okay?
100%.
Are you ready?
Done.
All right. Kanye or Jay-Z?
Kanye, anytime.
Good. Same. Okay. Travis Scott or A$AP Rocky?
Travis.
Nice. Same. Okay. DJ Khaled or Rick Ross?
DJ Khaled.
Are you sure?
I'll be open on the facts, okay? So apart from me being a producer, like my main inspiration of getting multiple artists on albums, DJ Khaled. No one has done that ever before.
That is true.
So like any of his albums are full-fledged with features, and that inspired me. And what DJ Khaled does more than, see, he is a producer because he brings in people and makes stuff and he spends money. And more than that, he's an amazing A&R. He knows who to get on which track, which sounds the best. And that's the main thing behind any hit. Rick Ross is a dope artist, like what he's done back then, but see, he has the whole coke rap factor. But DJ Khaled, he's still evolving, man. Like he drops something, like he knows the current generation, he knows what needs to be done and makes it happen. So DJ Khaled anytime.
Not to mention DJ Khaled also, back in the day, he used to he was very crucial in the spins.
Exactly,
aspect.
yeah.
So scratches aspect
Exactly,
too.
yeah.
So yeah, fair, okay, yeah. That's yeah, of course. Okay, Dr. Dre or Metro Boomin?
Metro Boomin. Me and Metro have the same birthday, so...
You didn't even flinch. Metro.
Me and Metro have the same birthday, yeah, so...
That's crazy. Wow, dude. Okay. Pharrell Williams or Timbaland?
Pharrell.
Okay, I agree too, yeah.
See, Timbaland's good, like his drum breaks are dope, but Pharrell, like when he comes to the whole vocalization, king.
Yeah, king. Agreed. Alright. Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa?
Snoop.
Okay.
See, Wiz and Snoop are more or less like uncle and nephew, but in the rap scene. But what Snoop's done is back then he's been with Pac, he's been with every single guy, and now he's like again with the younger gen. He works with Wiz. Like he's been from that gen to this gen, and his style has never faded out. Like even though it's the same kind of rap he does.
Yeah, right. Like he never fell off.
Like you can relate to it whichever gen you are.
True. Yeah. Okay. Agreed. Okay. Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
I would surely say Nicki Minaj. Because the whole Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj and Drake revolution, right?
Young Money Records.
Yeah, Young Money Records, like, though there were so many like conspiracies or so many issues happening, what she single-handedly did as like one of the main female big rap artists, right? It was amazing, like what she was able to do at that point.
Yeah, and I also personally feel like there would be no Cardi B if not for Nicki, right?
I wouldn't say that. Like, see, Cardi B had her whole. She was like she was a club type person, right? Nicki is like a rap person.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Two different lanes.
Exactly.
Fair enough. You know, I can see that. Yeah. All right. Ice Spice or Pink Panthers?
Ice Spice. See, Ice Spice, like, see, many people are a one-hit wonder and they don't know how to ride the wave. She rode the wave. She knows what she's doing.
I agree. I can't deny. Yeah, her EP went off.
Yeah.
Went off. So yeah, all right.
And the number of cosigns, Drake. Like, who hasn't co-signed her? Yeah.
From Drake to Taylor Swift. Yeah. No, I agree, bro. Yeah, fair. Yeah. All right. Sway Lee or Post Malone?
Post Malone.
Okay.
See, Sway Lee, again, like he didn't ride the wave. Posty did.
Yeah, Posty did. Posty really did. He still is.
He is. Like, you see, when like Posty has worked with different artists apart from his genre, he's worked with Quavo and that was like his number one.
Number one.
So, like, he has the ideology of moving with different artists, traveling. Like, he's come to India twice. Posty, like, he knows what he needs to do. Like, India is like one of his top 20 fan bases.
Yeah.
Sway Lee, like, he just tours America and like, that's it, yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. Okay. All right. Now, 50 Cent or Ice Cube?
50 Cent.
You're going to drop Ice just like that?
100%. I'll be straight up open. Okay. Ice Cube, okay? He knew his rap's not going to work out. Then he did this whole concept of Mount Rushmore. All right? But then he went into movies. So did 50, right? So did 50 too. But 50 never stopped. So Ice Cube, though he supports artists, 50 hasn't, like the way 50 supports, Pop Smoke was right under 50. 50 took care of him completely, right? Like if Pop Smoke, the main reason he blew up was 50.
Yeah.
So even after Pop Smoke died, the posthumous album, 50 had funded it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. All right, okay, fair, yeah. All right, now let's go a bit more old gen. Wu-Tang or NWA?
Wu-Tang Clan, bro.
Respect.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. All right, now a little bit of the new age. Lil Uzi Vert or Playboy Carti?
Playboy Carti. Straight up. See.
I like how there's no flinching at all, just straight.
See, I hated Playboy Carti when he died, like the Whole Lotta Red, right? That's his tape, right?
Yeah, Whole Lotta Red.
That was bad. That was too bad. But then what he did with Weeknd, oh my God. Weeknd, Popular, and Fiend. That guy took
2 songs changed your opinion.
2 songs changed my opinion.
Wow.
Because see, though he's blabbering or though he's like the actual OG MC Stan or something, whatever, like it's not gonna like, though he's saying something which doesn't make sense, the way he knows what he's doing, his stage performances and his vibe, and he's though he's acting like a whole trap mob, whatever, he is his character.
Yeah.
He's not like a
and that goes and the character goes a long way in the game.
Exactly.
So that's true.
Yeah.
All right, man. Fair. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Now let's for our Indian boys, Nav or AP Dhillon?
AP Dhillon.
Okay. Wow. You just what? AP
Dhillon 100%. See.
Are you sure you don't want to change your answer?
I'm not going to change at all, bro. See, AP Dhillon, like I don't know if you've seen his documentary.
Okay, I haven't actually. You did?
Then you know why I'm choosing AP.
Okay. All right. Fair. Now, All right. Young Thug or Future?
Young Thug.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I was hoping you'd say Young Thug. So yeah. Perfect. Lil Pump or Smoke Pop?
Lil Pump. See, Lil Pump, right? So he was the first person to like actually blow up the mumble rap.
True. The SoundCloud
See,
era.
yeah, SoundCloud era and like Gucci Gang, that song single-handedly, right? Made everyone be like, oh, I need to wear like bling. I need to do this. I need to do that. Then after that, almost every guy is like, I got Prada, my jeans, or whatever. They just keep saying all these brand names and they just keep shouting out stuff.
But they needed Pump to have
like,
done it first.
See, because he brought it up first, then you're like, okay, this is going to work out. Because like, see, Smoke Pup's dope. Like, your KSI Smoke Pup and Lil Pump did drop the song, right?
Yeah, Poppin', yeah.
Yeah, see, that's amazing song. But again, Lil Pump carried it.
Lil Pump
that's how he does it.
Everyone knows that, yeah. That's the truth.
See, the Lil Pump is like, he's a complete doof. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He has like a lot of money with the IRS he has to pay and whatever it is. He's a good artist.
Yeah. No, agreeable. Yeah, of course, man. Now, all right. A little bit on the emo side. XXX Tentacion or Juice WRLD?
Juice WRLD. I'll be open.
Again, no flitch. Bro,
yeah.
For X? Wow, man.
See, X is a good artist. He's a good stage performer, right? What Juice does is, like if X is coming into the studio for a 5-hour session, he takes 2 days to finish a song. Oh. If Juice comes for a 5-hour session, he finishes 2 albums in 1 day.
Okay, so you're on the basis of work ethic.
Work ethic, workflow. And the quality of the content. Like, though both are like no more, right? RIP. Who has the more like songs in the stash?
Yeah, it's most likely Juice.
Yeah.
You got a point there. Fair enough. Yes, I see that. All right. This is a bit of a funny one. Megan Thee Stallion or Tory Lanez?
I go with the gun. Tory Lanez.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair. Same. Yeah. Okay.
See, like Tory Lanez, right? He is an amazing artist, like an R&B artist. Right, even right now in jail, I feel he's the only artist who hasn't complained being in jail.
Right, yeah.
Like all the reports which have come out is like he's actually respecting the people around him, and people are respecting him. But you see what's happening to Young Thug or YNW Melly.
Oh yeah.
It's bad.
Court casing dragged out, whatnot, and they're also in the media too much. Tory Lanez privatized.
It's like privatized, and he has his good ethic. Like he has his good connections, and like I like Tory Lanez's freestyling. The one we did with Aiden, right?
With Aiden Ross, yeah.
That was like, by far, like, see, Juice is up there on freestyle, then it's Eminem. But if my most favorite freestyle, not considering the rapper or the artist or anything, on the vibe and on the spot,
Tory Lanez, right? Yeah. Fair enough, man. I agree. Especially even after what he did with his latest album.
Yeah, that was amazing, yeah.
Just completely changed his sound into 80s, yeah. Exactly. He's perfect, yeah. All right, now, the biggest. J. Cole or Kendrick?
I go with J. Cole.
Nah.
I go with J. Cole.
Over Kendrick.
Yeah, 100%.
You're gonna pass up Kendrick just like that.
See, when it's a this or that, it's obviously.
Bro, I'm gonna give you 2 seconds.
I'm not gonna think, bro. It's just J. Cole.
Wow, dude. Because I would go with Kendrick. So like that's interesting to me that you're saying J. Cole.
Kendrick's dope. Like Kendrick has a lot of like achievements, right? But when it comes to J. Cole, he's a one artist who keeps hustling. He doesn't have much credit on him. His first #1 song was with Drake right now after so many years. Like he's never got a #1.
That is true. Yeah, I did.
Kendrick's been on the top, bottom everywhere. He's been in movies. J. Cole is just like there, very down to earth. He likes what he's doing. He's not like more like being commercial or whatever. See, Kendrick, you can see him in movies. I think like, what is it? Black Panther had Kendrick, right? So yeah. So it just keeps happening. But J. Cole is like grounded. Like his whole album and everything, it's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he has. I mean, not that I can recall right now.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Creed 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Finally.
Yeah.
Finally, yeah.
Yeah, so he gave a shout out to Dre and took his flow on that song. And
oh. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to listen to that. Okay, now another big one. Eminem or Drake?
Eminem, bro.
Fair.
See, Drake is my favorite artist, but when it comes to a comparison with Eminem, right? It's Eminem 100%.
It's like on the impact and like cultural relevance,
yeah.
Of course, okay.
I mean, like, I think Obama was asked this in an interview where he was asked between Kendrick and Drake, right? The first thing he said was Drake's a good artist, but Kendrick's art is different. See, Eminem is like raw.
Yeah.
Drake is like, he again rides the wave, like, you know?
Exactly.
You want to go R&B, I'll go R&B. You want to go pop, I'll do pop. You want to do like, you want to do drill? Now. Bro, he was rapping in UK drill with some Arabic like slangs in. That was like amazing. But what Eminem does, he's never changed the vibe.
True. Like
the subliminal diss, whatever he does, it's perfect.
Especially the one between him and MGK, bro.
Oh God, kill shot.
Yeah, kill shot. That was a kill shot.
That was, he buried him, bro. He just like killed him to a different genre, bro.
Yeah, true. Now, all right, now let's go into more on the Indian side again. Divine or Emiway?
Divine anytime. See, Divine, right? Him as an artist, because I've read the story of Gully Gang. I've spoken to people in Gully Gang. I know his manager. I've spoken to his manager.
Wow.
And what they said, you know, like even though how big he is, whatever he is, right? He never forgets where he came from.
Ah, that's very
But according to me, Emiway, he does obviously support the new kids, but he just like he forgets where he was.
Oh.
So he'll be like, no, I'm the king of the game. But no, see, Divine, if a new artist is coming, he'll be like, come, I'll work with you. He keeps like, even now, like, there was a song with Riya Saab and Abhijay which hit like crazy. And then Divine took Riya Saab for a tour of cross countries.
Oh.
No big artist
would do that.
Right
that
now,
level of cosign.
Yeah, right now, Riya Saab is a Gully Gang artist.
Oh.
Who's bigger than Divine.
What?
Who's the owner of Gully Gang.
Yeah.
And imagine him being so down to earth to take that artist on tour with him.
Bro. Can I add? Yeah.
Even the
Abhijay is a dope artist. Like, yeah, he's mainly like a producer and everything. He's like.
You were saying no, compare it to Divine. I think he has way more numbers on Spotify now.
Yeah, Riya Saab like is like on the top, bro.
But to add to what you said, right? Even I noticed this thing which made me feel like Divine's solid up there because, bro, you know, Divine I think is like the first artist to have featured with a UK drill artist who also brought in so many other people. Are you familiar with Dutch
Yeah,
Valley?
bro. Yeah.
The
bro.
band, the song
Yeah,
Band
exactly.
Yeah, bro. No one else has done that before
Exactly.
like Divine. So.
See, like MBA has also done like big collabs. He's worked with Chris Gayle.
The cricketer?
Yeah, Chris Gale's a rapper, bro.
What? No, you're playing. I gotta look this up.
No, it's a dancehall song.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a commercial.
Bro.
See, MBA has his own connects. It's more like, you know, how Speed worked with MC Stan apparently. And then that was a different situation. But here, that song was good actually. That's my only favorite MBA song is with Chris Gayle. Because it was Chris Gayle. I mean.
It's Chris Gayle, guys.
Yeah.
What more can you want me to say?
Exactly.
But damn, I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah.
Wow. Alright, now let's get to the final part of the rapid fire, right? Yogi B or Hip Hop Tamara?
Yogi B.
Okay.
Oh. See, Hip Hop Tamara, right? He is an awesome hip hop artist.
Yes.
Or I would say he was an awesome hip hop artist.
Okay.
Now he's a music director.
Right, yeah.
So when Yogi B, he was a hip hop artist, he is a hip hop artist, he is going to be a hip hop artist.
Correct, yeah.
Whatever movie he signs, he's only doing hip hop.
Mm.
Hip hop Tamara, right? He has amazing music, no doubt. When it comes to hip hop, it's Yogi B. When it comes to good music, I'll surely go with Hip Hop Tamara.
Okay.
Because his variety and ideas are amazing.
But right now you're going with Yogi B.
Considering we're talking about hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. Alright, perfect, bro. Perfect. So that brings us to the end of the rapid fire segment.
Awesome.
Hope you had fun. Now let's get into more of the music side of things. Now I've heard that you've helped organize like multiple shows in the city here in Chennai. Now I would like to know, like, generally with how most people aren't very like in the general crowd of things, you wouldn't expect most of them to be very receptive of rap, right? So how accepting were these clubs to bring on rappers and have them perform in their clubs in your experience? How was that whole thing?
See, considering Chennai, right, the number of English artists are really low. More regional artists. And there's something, the sad reality in clubs in Chennai is they don't allow local languages.
Really?
Yeah. Almost like 90% of the clubs don't allow local languages.
Oh.
Purely English, you want to do Hindi? Okay, fine, Bollywood night.
Right.
What are you going to do Tamil? You're not going to say Tamil night. They don't like it.
Oh.
So, the first club who was actually openly ready to do something was Black Orchid. And till date, they're like a close family for me. Like, you know, we really connected from the owners to the managers and to every bartender there, right? We're really close. So I got the opportunity to meet Black Orchid or even jump in the event scene is because of Maja. I mean, I think you know what Maja is.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
Maja, yeah. Huge company, yeah.
So when they came to Chennai, I was connected to the CEO and he was like, let's meet. We met in this club. They were playing house. None of us liked it. And we all are like hip hop heads and like, you know, decent R&B like Beyonce vibes.
Yeah.
So he was like, you know, this is not that great. Since they're an independent label, they like want to do independent artist stuff. Do you know any good independent artists? I'm like, yeah, bro, I know so many. I was like, okay, why don't you do an event? I was like, where, how, what? I was like, okay, fine.
Just on the spot.
On the spot. And they're like, let's do it in the next 5 days. So anyone knows the club booking scene in Chennai? It's a 1-month wait list, right?
Oh.
So I almost went to like 30 different clubs in Chennai. I took a car, went to every club. I was like, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? I was a newbie to the scene, right? And then Maja was like, do whatever you want. I'll take care of it.
Wow.
Black Orchid I go. And the manager's like, you know what? Let's do it. Next day I meet with the owner. We finalized the deal. And within 4 days, the ticketing, I had almost 270 people in that venue.
Dude. Let's go, bro.
And then that was like, I felt happy because all my friends of independent artists are like up there working. Like I had Gooth like over there like performing back then.
Oh.
So I had all these artists who were like, now like Gooth's like doing well. He's doing tours, he's doing everything. And like I had him, I had a bunch of amazing artists. I had Devesh, I had Egan, I had Urban Thor, I had everyone. Like it was like the whole Chennai scene was sitting on that stage.
Dude. Wow.
So that's where it started. And then I started doing events myself.
So pretty much from that first event, they saw how good it was and that opened doors a lot
Exactly. So the night it ended, I got 2 calls from like the biggest venues. I don't want to name them because
Fair.
yeah,
Understandable,
yeah,
yeah.
but they called me and they're like, you know what, we'll give you this budget, do it. At the same time, they were like, can you give us this crowd?
Hmm.
I was like, see, this is different.
Like numbers wise, right?
See, numbers wise. So I don't like working with the club numbers wise
Mm-hmm.
because if it's a good event also, like if it rains, no numbers.
No numbers.
There's so many things happening. So then there were many clubs I worked with. Then I worked with the park. Then I worked with Gears and Garage. There's so many people I've been working with, and it's a nice experience. And like, you know, I feel happy to bring an artist on stage. At the same time, you know, I like what they're doing when seeing on stage. They feel happy because you being an artist, right?
Yeah.
Like you would be happy if someone offered to be on stage.
Dude, of course.
But
of
not
course.
many people realize that. They'll be like, you know what? I'll go get this guy from this country. I'll go get this guy from this city. From Karnataka, one guy will come rap in Chennai. It makes no sense. Let's
Yeah.
get a Chennai guy in Chennai.
Let's get a Chennai, exactly.
So yeah, there's this guy called Shrikant, the Chennai scene.
Okay.
What he's been doing is amazing, bro. So he's been promoting Chennai artists left, right, center, bringing them events, and then that guy's amazing. Like, see, so he's doing his thing. Then we have Manny from Circle of Love doing his thing, and we all are together. We trying to promote independent artists in Chennai to do more shows.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Wow, man, that's so sick. What about like now you mentioned your crowd, right? That you had to deal with the crowd stuff. Like apart from like the factors that are out of your control, you bring on you know, having invited these crowds to these events. How has their reception been? Because
See, the first event was completely new for everyone. Like that many artists on a single lineup in like new names comparatively. But by the end of the event, they liked it. And I would say that nearly 60% of the same crowd came to the next event.
So you had a 60% retention rate.
Yeah.
Bro, that is amazing,
Yeah.
man. That is so cool. Wow. That's so great. What about like now, okay, obviously you have the events that you've done already. What about like any future events that you're going to line up? You know, is there something you could talk about that?
Yeah, so like we do have like a bunch of festivals we're in talk with, and these are food delivering companies who do festivals yearly. And then this year we've spoken a few ideas to do in Chennai or somewhere in Tamil Nadu to like, you know, promote the artists down here, because in like many big festivals in different cities where these companies do, they get like those artists from their cities.
Yeah.
So I was like, you see, we have Chennai, we have big artists like from Chennai, like for just one example, you have Asal,
Yeah.
who's huge, he's in Chennai.
Yeah.
That's just one name. And there's so many others.
There's so many others.
Like we have
exactly.
Pal, like so many guys are there.
Mm-hmm.
So Chennai is an amazing market, and I've been talking to them, and it's happening. Like they're very interested. So I hope it works out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I hope so too. Let's hope that. Now, there's even this aspect that I wanted to know is that, what about like your experiences with tech riders specifically?
So my understanding, like, you know, I've had amazing art. Like one perfect tech rider, I would say in Chennai scene is Jack Styles.
Mm-hmm.
He's listed it out perfectly. He's like, I want this, I want this, I want this, based on this. That's perfect, because then his sound check is flawless. Few artists be like, bro, mic's enough, this is enough. But sound check is like, oh, bro, I think I need that. I need this cable, I need that, I need the type C, I need this, I need that. See, that's not how it works. But in the independent scene, it's pretty chill. But when it comes, like, since I've worked with a few artists and a few managers who have done big events, like the Posty event, which happened for Feeding India in Zomaland.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that was one of the craziest tech riders I've ever seen. Posty charges like a lot. Like we're talking more than like $3-4 M. So that's there. And then his tech rider is amazing. He's like, I want red cups.
Red cups.
Red cups.
Okay.
I need this many beers.
Okay.
I need this alk. I need this cig.
Of course.
And it's taken care of.
Oh.
That's the craziest tech rider I've ever seen.
Any like, could you talk about like the ballpark of how much that came up to? Like maybe.
See, tech riders will come to like at least like 20% of the budget.
20%.
Because transport, stays, food,
Right,
because
yeah.
you have all of that happening, right? Apart from the 3M, you have flights and hotels.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
course. All right, man. That's crazy. So now one of the producers of the show, right, Varun, he's told me that like you have something big coming up our way. Could you talk about it?
Okay, so yeah, I mean, sure, 100%, because I've never told it to anyone, I've not announced it anywhere, so this is going to be the first time I'm saying
The first time.
it. Yeah. So are you familiar with this Singapore artist called Young Raja?
Who isn't, right? Young Raja is crazy, bro. I love Young Raja. Yeah,
And
of course.
Do you know this artist from Chennai called Pal Dabba?
Oh, bro. Of course, yeah. Pal Dabba is huge. And he's damn good too, of course, yeah.
So I'm making a song with the both of them, which is almost done.
Dude! What? Nah, you know what? Nah, I don't believe you, bro. I don't believe you, bro. What do you mean you have a song with Pal Dabba and Young Raja together? What do you mean? What do you mean? Is he being serious?
Yeah, it's happening. I was
Can I take your word for it, Varun?
He was there in the session, like when you were recording Pal, he was there with me, bro.
Jesus, dude. Okay. Any idea when we can expect it?
I mean, it's gonna come soon. Like, I want to drop it perfectly because, like,
Mhm.
I mean, Varun's heard the song. I've been made many people hear it, but Varun was there in the session. I mean, it's a unique song. It needs to be dropped perfectly, and I don't want to like
Rush it, right?
Yeah,
No,
of course, it's me, and I've co-produced it with one of my friends called UA Music, right?
Mhm.
So then we have Young Raja and Paldava, Young Raja, Paldava, we keep dropping a lot of music. So we all have to plan together and drop it in the perfect time. So we don't want to rush on it because it's a good song and it's something unique. Because Young Raja has done so many shows in Chennai itself, like for being a Singapore artist.
Exactly.
So we want to do it perfectly, and then we're hoping to probably drop a snippet in the Echoes Festival when Young Raja comes to Bangalore. Hopefully,
to Bangalore.
hopefully.
Okay. Stay tuned, guys. Make sure you be looking out for that shit. Let's go, bro. I'm super proud of that aspect, man. That's
Thank you so
crazy.
much.
That's crazy, bro. Let's go. All right, now, so obviously, we're nearing the final part of the podcast, and I wanted to ask you, like, okay, fine. Obviously, there's so many artists you've already collaborated with, and you've helped out. So, like, apart from that, has there been any other Chennai artists that you would like to collaborate with that you haven't yet?
See, when it comes to Chennai artists, right? So anyone in the scene, you name it, I've spoken to them, even given ideas of doing something. But if I don't end up doing it, it's not like I don't like the artist or it's not going to work. See, it will be a different workflow or work ethic or something, right? So in Chennai, the one artist I want to work with is Asal.
Asal, okay.
Asal and Durai, man.
All right.
I want to work with them. And then Offro, like, he's an amazing artist.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of my favorite producers out there. So yeah.
All right.
Articulture, basically.
Nice, articulture. Yeah. Got it. Okay. What about like the general industry though? Is there like so like in the broader scene in the world, something of a dream collab?
Globally, you mean? Like, yeah. I would say Anirudh and Drake.
Anirudh and Drake. Okay. You know what? Something tells me it actually is gonna happen, bro.
I mean, it works.
Yeah. That's perfect. And actually, you know what? Before I conclude the podcast today, there is one other thing that that bugged me. Is like now, me being on the I'm starting out in my artist career too. It's like I'm going to be dropping my AP pretty soon, and there's been instances where I've had some people come to me and ask me like, hey, can we do this? Can we do that? Just couple people, and like there's been a good amount of times where I genuinely wanted to work with them, but there are times when I'm like, nah, I don't want to work with you, and I don't mean that in a personal sense, right? So how would that go about you? How would you deal with the situation where, let's say, you want to work with somebody, but that somebody's music isn't something you really fuck with? So how would you go about it?
See, when it comes to like getting requests to work, or you want to work with someone and that doesn't work out, right? My first thing is be honest, man. Just be like, see, even though you don't see, you personally don't like the music, but you like the artist. You be like, see, see, the music is good. It's a different type of taste of crowd. My crowd is different. See, if it comes to someone doing like a Bhojpuri song and they want me to do something, it won't work out. But he'll be an amazing vocalist.
Yeah.
But I'll be doing hip hop.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, see, this is the scene. Be honest, completely honest. Just being honest is what works.
Mm-hmm.
Never hide, never beef. Just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
fair enough. Just straight up honesty.
Straight up honesty.
Cutthroat honesty.
Just straight honest.
That's.
I mean, that's what makes an artist develop. Because if your beat's trash, it's trash.
It's trash.
If your vocals are trash, it's trash. If
yes.
Only if he knows it's trash, he'll make the trash into gold.
That is very true. I agree, man. Because that speaks a lot to my personal experience too. Because I've been trying to produce for the last since 2019 pretty much, and my beats were just horrible. But the point
I think me and Varun also have been there at one point.
We all start there, right? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, you have to start somewhere. So that's perfect, man. It's great to know that you keep it honest. We need that more than anything. So yeah, perfect. 100%. That brings us to the end of the Music for Days podcast, guys. Stay tuned. Great having you on, man.
Anytime, bro.
Yeah.